Mm. Okay. Yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everybody? This is the Black Manga Critic here. All right. What's good? What's good? Welcome to my live reaction. It's kind of a little mini catch-up stream. All right. My live reaction to My Hero Academia. All right. Chapters 248 to 252. All right. Now, I'm really looking forward to this. I have a few things that's gonna happen like in succession, very quickly. So I have this stream, then I have another stream that I'm gonna be joining in around 8 with my guy Naya D Hemmings, if y'all already know. All right, shout out to you to your boy. You already know what it is. And then I'm gonna be on the My Hero be recording for the My Hero podcast, for the My Hero Academia podcast, which always has usually has Sophie, Kendra, and James. So that's gonna be dope. All right. So I'm looking forward to this My Hero. Look. All right. Again. All right. I want to see what we got. All right. We're gonna have some conversations. This is a very from what I've heard, but I kind of already know this. This is a very touchy sort of space that we're in. All right, when it comes to the stuff, whenever we're talking about Endeavor, it is. It's hard. It's a hard sort of conversation to have, and I think a lot of folks understand that. So I'm trying to be as open to sort of like hearing different opinions about how Horikoshi's handling this. So you already know what it is. All right. Yo, shouts out to Naya. Shout out to Trent. What's good, my guy. Shouts out to Trent. All right. I believe Trent. Oh, Trent. Shouts out to Trent for 1,000 subscribers. Yo. That's like, hey, yo, when you get to 1,000 subscribers, yo, made it. All right. Shout out to Don Quixote D Joker for coming through. All right. Also, shout out for Don Quixote D Joker for shouting out Whimsy Dearest. Yo, Whimsy, one of the sharpest folks I know. Really knows a Hunter. Knows a lot of things. A lot of things, especially when it comes to art, literature, all that. A bit of philosophy. You don't know what it is. Okay. So shout out to her. All right. And all right. Let's get into it. My hero time, because I don't have too much time. I gotta make sure I get on it. I won't have too much time to talk about the chapter and all that. But I want to react to the chapters. Okay, let's do this. Oh man. All right. My Hero Academia, chapter 248. All right. It's entitled One Thing at a Time. All right, we got Nejide, we got Frappe. All right. Suyu. All right. I can't remember Dragon Lady's name, but I know they're working with her for their for their sort of internship sort of esque type thing, right? Where they gotta train up, they gotta step it up. Uraraka, all right. So let's get it moving. Ochiko, all right. Okay, I was definitely feeling impatient. Deku, of course. All right. Of course he's feeling impatient. I didn't receive my quirk until I was 14. Y'all don't understand. Come on, this is already. It's 2 lines that I'm just some of y'all folks don't even understand it. Deku got his quirk at 14. He didn't even get his quirk a year, a solid it hasn't even been a solid 2 years that he's had his quirk. You know what I mean? And now he's dealing with not only mastering this quirk, but also these other quirks. It's so much. You know what I mean? So he's playing catch up in a lot of ways. All right. While everyone else was figuring out where and how far to run, I was only just learning to crawl. Bruh. This is how, on some real stuff, this is how black folks feel. You know what I mean? Where it's we consistently have to start from so far behind economically, socially, in so many ways that it's just it's rough. It's rough, right? And that doesn't mean that black folks aren't successful at all or anything like that. That's not the point. The point is that even when black folks become successful, they always sort of most of the time they start from behind. All right, economically, socially, and all that. Okay, okay. First, I learned full cowling, a way to control one for all. I taught my body how to use it subconsciously, so it became second nature. Be ready, kiddo, because you're about to get all 6 of our quirks. Ooh, Lord. I had to master those powers quick. All right, so Deku's moving. He's moving. All right, and then we got this guy. I don't even know who that. I don't know. I have no. Is that? Yeah, I don't know who that is. I probably should, but I don't. Oh, the guy from the other chapter. Okay, from the last chapter. All right, that they had to catch. Yep, Endeavor got him. We caught the hit and runner. One step too slow, boys. Yo. All right, let's keep it moving. Only because it takes me extra time to fire up the gears in winter. Did you notice, Bakugo? As if you'd ever notice something I couldn't. Go on. What are you dying to point out? It's so petty. Yo, remember Bakugo is mad petty though. Oh, but his reaction is, yo, I totally understand that, because there are kids, like, there are always those kids that you have, like, that you go to school with, who, like, always want to, like, be like, yo, but did you see that one thing that none of y'all noticed? I noticed it. I'm like, ugh. You know, like, you want to encourage kids, but you also don't want to, like, encourage, like, narcissism and, like, conceit and all that stuff. All right. All right. Every time he dashes forward, he shoots fire out his feet. I don't know if you saw it, but it's like that jet burn move he used down in Kyushu. It was probably a condensed version that drove him forward. I only realized this because I've got the same powers. Boosting his heat that high and at that speed requires delicate control. Gonna rip off my explosion move? So what? Did you just notice that? He said, yup, it took me a while. Yo, there's so much that's happening there. I don't want to talk about that in the streams and in the conversation, but, like, I'm just gonna kind of keep that in mind as I'm reading. Just with that little exchange. Let me say one more thing. Main Street's over there. We got this handled, so go ahead. It's rare that the boss is willing to teach anyone other than Shoto. I see. He's gonna cut off the escape route with flame blasts. Hawks picked up some of my slack in Kyushu, but generally, a hero has to be someone who can get any job done alone. And if you're wondering, I did notice that the glass villain had his own flunkies earlier. He is so petty. I love how Pot calling the kettle black. I love it. Really? Really, Kanchan? Bakugo, you said you want to know what you can't do. I gotta say, you move at a decent speed for a rookie. But even you must realize you can't surpass me right now. It's harder in the winter? Too bad, because excuses don't matter when you show up late. Hey! This ain't school. There are more than grades at stake if you're too slow. We're talking lives. We talking lives, boy. Yo, come on, son. Tell him. You gotta tell him. You gotta tell the little child. Tell the child. All right? Okay. Shoto, Bakugo, I'm giving you two the same assignment. Why am I always paired up with him? You want me paired up with Deku? Is that what you want? Is that what you want, Bakugo? Because he can set it up for you. Is it connected to mastering Flash Fire? Build up and release. Condense your power. Unleash max output for just a second. Or focus your power. First, pick one or the other. And drill over and over until you don't need to think about it. Kacchan, that's the same concept as your armor-piercing shot. How'd you even know that? I'm gonna get a restraining order. This is some Tsundere stuff right here. Oh my goodness. You're part way there with both tasks, Shoto. First, work on focusing your fire, since you can already control the shape of your ice. It's the same idea. Deku, you can max your output for a second, right? Right. How about doing it subconsciously? With full cowling, yeah, I can. But with Air Force, I still need to focus. Then work on your Air Force or whatever until it becomes second nature. Forget about the secondary ability for now. But what about the parallel processes? Everyone out there does it every day, even subconsciously. See that guy driving down there? The one yawning? You think he woke up one day knowing how to drive? There's the steering wheel, the accelerator, the brakes, checking behind, ahead, and so on. He practiced all that, one thing at a time, until he didn't have to think about it anymore. First, figure out how to handle two processes at once subconsciously. Once you've got that down, throw in another thing. No matter how strong your power is, the foundation's gotta be built on steady diligence. There's exceptions to that rule, but for everyone else, we gotta build up to it slowly. At least, that's the only way I know how. Practicing over and over out here in the field is gonna give you a totally different experience from what you get in school. You've learned a lot in the classroom, but here at my side, in the ultimate training environment, is where those lessons will really take root in you. A year and a half ago, All Might taught me all sorts of things, and attending UA has already given me plenty of good experience. How fast all this has happened has made my head spin at times. But even now, I can't handle more than... Huh? Relax. It's okay to mess up. Succeed or fail. It ain't like you three could have even the slightest impact on my work. Yo. He's trying to inspire them and like get on them at the same time. One thing at a time. 1 week later. Oh, hello, Dad? Are you at work with Shoto? And his little friends are there too, right? Why didn't you tell me? I flipped out the second I heard. Anyway, school's starting up again soon, so I won't have nearly as much free time. So why don't you bring them home with you today? I'll whip up a big dinner for everyone. Oh, Lord. Ooh. That's quite the end of 248. That was a phenomenal chapter. I love that chapter. I'm always gonna be honest about how I feel about like stuff. You know what I mean? Like if I feel like One Piece is garbage, like at a certain point, I'm like this part of One Piece is trash to me. Like you know what I mean? But like pre-time skip, phenomenal. I love it to death. 11 out of 10, all that. All right. But like this chapter was great. And let me say this: Endeavor, like I have to keep moving, but like Endeavor is really out here, doing the like. This is what you do as a teacher, right? Especially like when you're teaching children, like you can't sort of come at them and be like, okay, write down 2 paragraphs and da. I'm like, if you say that to a third grader, they're not gonna know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like unless you teach them like the particular method that you want them to sort of structure those like a particular paragraph in and that sort of thing. All right? Unless you go through those steps with them over and over and over, they will not. Most of them will not get it, right? There are some that they will put in all that work outside of the classroom, but like as a teacher, you got to step by step. You can't. I'm not saying baby folks, you know what I mean? Because you teach babies in a very very different way, but like you gotta take folks where they are, and if you can't do that, then like you have no business being a teacher. Like if you can't take students where they are and work with them where they are and build their skills up, see ya, bye. All right, that chapter was phenomenal. It never did. He did his thing. He was like, you're doing too much, Deku. You're trying to focus on all these different things. You're doing too much. All right, let's keep it moving. All right. All right. Let's see. All right, 249. I'm trying to make amends going forward. It might be too late, but I fall asleep every night thinking about what I can do for my family. Lately, it's been the same dream. The wife and kids looking happy at the dinner table, but I'm never there with them. Status consequences, man. The agency is equipped with accommodations. Okay, so we shifted. The agency is equipped with accommodations. Chapter 249 is entitled "The Hellish Todoroki Family." We eat and sleep in lockstep with the flaming sidekickers. Good morning. How's it going? It's a crack of dawn. Keep it down. Yo, I'm surprised Bakugo don't have that much energy. Good morning, Vernon. Well, have you beat a baddie faster than Endeavor yet? Flame on. Horikoshi is such a Marvel stand. It's like hilarious. Oops, sorry. I'm kind of blunt, huh? Sure. I know it ain't gonna be that easy. Yeah, this is like he's like this. I forgot her name, but like she's such a Johnny Storm type. Like it's so funny. Okay, we came close yesterday. You two should remember what that sensation felt like. Today's the day we surpass Endeavor. Oh, good morning, Vernon. I was the one who got close, you idiot. You're still so crazy slow. That's why I come out on top. I'm not used to concentrating my fire on a focal point yet, but I feel like we are making progress little by little. Yeah, they really moving. That's some yo. Look, they're all training. I guess I don't have to do anything to get you boys pumped up. We've been at the current top hero agency in Japan for a week. In the world of pros, where the slightest step or misstep can have ramifications, we're going all out to catch up to Endeavor. Focus. Keep at it until you can do this stuff in your sleep. By the time you decide to act, your body should already be finished with your move. Damn, he got that. Yo, Endeavor just put in the work. You think he gets sick of showing off by now. Every time we get close, he blasts off again. Thank you, Endeavor. Still carrying cash, even nowadays? Yeah, yo, you better carry cash. Like, I don't know what folks is doing. Folks are wilding like out here, like talking about I don't carry cash. You better carry cash around you. There are so many places that still will not take credit cards, like or debit cards or whatever card you got, like, but they will take cash. They will take your EBT card. So you better get on that. I don't know, it's like folks wilding out here. We're truly. Why don't you bring them home with you today? I've only ever approached them as a hero, not as family, and yet I thought we might just turn into a real family. Okay, that's her thought and not. No, that's not her. That's his thought, and we're watching her like think. Okay. Fuyumi, you don't know how much you've done for me. Let's go. Yeah, sure. Yes. There's their house. It's that wealth, yo. It's that wealth. Why? My sister told us to come for dinner. Oh, here we go. Oh, yo, my stomach just got like knotted. She wanted me to have my friends over. Go tell her now that we're not actually friends. Kachan. I know you're all super busy, so thanks for coming. It's I'm Shoto's sister, Fuyumi. It's great to meet both of you, and thanks for looking out for him. Sorry for inviting everyone on such short notice. I really appreciate all of you coming anyway. Why? My pleasure. I rarely get invited to friends' homes. Natsu's here too? I saw his shoes. The whole family wants to hear how you three are doing. Ooh, it's gonna be oof. Tingles, yo, tingles. This chapter's gonna be heated. Ha, no pun intended, because some of them have fire powers. If there's anything you can't eat, don't worry. All right? No, it's all fantastic, really. Like this, I don't know what that word is. I'm not even gonna read that. I mean, Deku's doing his, like, you know, typical, like, analysis sort of thing. Don't analyze the freaking food. Your blabbing's ruining my mapo tofu. It makes sense. Fuyumi's been doing the cooking ever since our cook retired due to back problems. Oh, I see. Natsu used to cook too. We took turns. Huh? I used to eat your cooking? Maybe, maybe not. But my stuff's probably too rich, so Endeavor probably didn't let you eat it. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yo, everyone was just like, So, what food do you eat at school, Shoto? School food. I can't. I never knew. Why not try again? Oh man. The food was good, thanks. I sat at the table. That's enough, right? Natsu. Sorry, sis. This is just too much. Did you know about this whole situation, Kachan? Huh? Of course I did, since you two were yapping so loudly back at the sports festival. You overheard us? I mean, yeah. Sorry to make you boys help. It's okay, Midori. It's okay. Midoriya would be sorry not to help. That's true. It's not like I don't share some of Natsu's feelings, but it feels like we've been given another chance now. How do you feel about Dad? This burn, I think of it as something our old man gave me. Oh no, Shoto. I'm so sorry, Shoto. Oh no, 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 no. Mom endured and endured until she couldn't anymore. So I can't just decide to forgive the guy who wore her down. But Mom is trying to get past all that now. Honestly, I don't know how I should feel about him. I still haven't seen anything. Mhm. All right, there's a little letter, I guess, from his mom, I guess. My dear Shoto, I hope you're well. Given the chilly days we're having, I worry about you catching cold. I go on more and more outings these days. The doctor tells me that if I keep this up, I could be discharged relatively soon. I would love to live with you. Natsu and I would love to live with you, Natsu, and Fuyumi again. And I'll do everything I can not to make the same past mistakes. Hmm. Hmm. You're not supposed to expose your dirty laundry to guests. Also, any more dishes to wash? Oh, whoops. Sorry, I just Todoroki has already told us more or less. Nope, I overheard. When you host a dinner, it's supposed to be civil and pleasant. Sheesh. What a waste of good Szechuan mapo tofu. I apologize for eavesdropping. Hmm. Todoroki, I think you're getting yourself ready to be able to forgive him. Um, hmm. Yeah. I have feelings. Not even feelings, but it's like I have thoughts about that, about like that phrasing and like and Deku being the person that's saying that. I'm gonna get into it like when I get into the stream and stuff like that. But that's how I feel about it right now. That's how I feel about it right now. Okay, huh? Just say I'll never forgive him if you really hate the guy. But because you're so caring yourself, it's like you're waiting, or at least that's how it seems. Hmm. That's what this is about, right? He's waiting. It might be too late, but I fall asleep every night thinking about what I can do for my family. I wish you could be here too. Toya. Toya. Yo. 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 Let me say this. Horikoshi's been ending these chapters with that heat. With that heat. That's how you end chapters. That's how you leave folks wanting more chapters. Toya? Who's Toya? Probably Dabi. Probably Dabi. Right? The person who's dead, but oh, son, he's not dead. Maybe he is dead. I don't know. Maybe he's like a clone or something. I don't know. All right? We'll see. Maybe he's like a twin. I have no idea. No idea. I don't know what it is, but you know, let me move on. All right. That was an interesting chapter. I have feelings about it, but I'll leave that for like the streams and the podcast. My first, 250 is entitled Ending. Let's refresh. Okay. Do. My first impression of you? Well, a fierce solar flare that shines bright. Do you remember Endeavor? I was full of despair that day. Even the wispy autumn clouds seemed against me. You'd just captured a thief named Takami when I saw you. Ever since that day, I aspired to be all that you are. And then 7 years ago, I lost it. And you caught me. The only choice we all enjoy equally is how to close the curtains on our lives. When I was finally released, what do you think was the first thing I did? Before even eating a meal, I did some research on you. Uh-oh. Who is this? Your older brother. You didn't tell them? It's not exactly a conversation starter. Natsu and Toyo were so close. They were always playing together. It was shortly after Mom went away. Her condition somehow got even worse, to the point that Shoto couldn't even visit her. But she's overcome all that. Shoto's visiting her now, and our family's looking towards the future more and more. Only Natsu can't seem to let go. He believes that father killed Toya. That explains the look on his face. Listen, sis, I'm heading out. Thanks again for dinner. I gotta bring the boys back to school. Thank you so much for the meal. Give me that mapo tofu recipe. I'll have her text it to you. Sorry, I meant to ask more about your school life. Excuse me. Fuyumi. Thanks. Midoriya. Thank you for being Shoto's friend. Well, I mean, the pleasure's all mine. Bakugo is such an interesting character to me. Like, right now, like, I don't hate him at this point, but, you know, there is, like, there's clearly development there, and I think, I think the growth is very, for him, his development is very realistic. You know what I mean? Like, it's very rare that teenagers are a particular way, like have like particular personalities and react to certain things in a way that they do, and then very quickly shift. You know what I mean? Like that rarely happens. No. You know, usually like it's like forced and then they, you know, revert very quickly. Like, but this is good. I like what's going on here, and he's just so observant. Like, he's like ridiculous observant, you know. And I think it's really important to like pay attention to like what he's saying, how he's analyzing certain situations. He sees all this stuff, you know. The guy's like wild observant. You boys got to get stronger fast. In addition to weekends, you're to report in at least 2 days a week if you can shift your class schedule around. That's how it was for Uraraka, Kirishima, and everyone last time. We also got to study for finals. I'll help out with English, Todoroki. Shouldn't the #1 hero get a bigger car? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Hey, good girls and boys don't stick their heads out windows just because they need personal space. Bakugo got his head out the window. That's some like dog type stuff. That's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Complaining about being chauffeured around? Kids these days. Endeavor, since when do you give rides to slacker students? What a prickly driver. Word. Since I was placed at the top. Ah! Are you saying one's position can change a person? Yeah. Definitely. All right. More often, right? That happens when folks get are put into more powerful positions, right? Power corrupts, absolutely. Absolute power corrupts, absolutely. Okay. Whoa, man came through on the road. What? Nice house you got back there. Who is this dude? And Endeavor. Whoa, he got Natsu in those little mummy wrap ropes. That's Natsu, boss. Hold tight, slackers. Woo, okay. Yo, Endeavor came through. He came through, yo. He did that real quick. Let him go. Whew. Remember me, Endeavor? From 7 years ago. You're that violent offender I took down. I remember you gave yourself your own villain name and everything. Yes, amazing. I'm tickled pink you remember. That's right, I'm ending. Come on, man. Sorry, Endeavor. But you gotta understand, no matter what I did, you always had so much I could never attain. I looked up to you, but I never had anything to protect. I'm gonna kill this kid, so please, Endeavor, do the job right this time. You gotta kill me. Oh, okay. That was a short chapter, but it was good. It was good. Even in the worst of times, heroes don't choose to kill. But you killed that no move, right? And I'm just like that puppet. Not alive, not dead, somewhere in between. Man, there's like a word. I can't remember what it is, but it's like it means it's like the space like in between things. I'm like, I just can't, for the life of me, I can't remember it, but I'll look it up. But it's like on the tip of my tongue. So rest easy. Use those dazzling flames of yours to, boom. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, Bakugo. Forgetting something, slackers? Yo, 17. Let's go. Let's go. Shoto, Kachan. Got him. Hey. That's clean. That's clean. They're like, it's some Power Ranger type stuff. Natsuo. Trainees, huh? But Endeavor, kill me right this time. You're my only hope. That idiot's off balance now. I can reach him. I can reach him faster than. Uh-oh. Yo. Oh, flames of hope. Still playing the good guy, even with your own son's life on the line? Yo. Shoto, no, yo. Give me back. Focus to a point. Build up. Release my brother. Yo. Quickly now. Kill me. Huh? What the? Because if you don't, wow, those wrappings are really strong. More will die. Condense. Yo, Bakugo, let's go. Oh, he's too clean. Boom. Got him. More will die. Nope. All right, what's Deku gonna do? Okay. Deku, of course. Ever the hero. He's gonna save the other folks in the cars. All these cars just like flipped up by ending. All right, let's see. Air Force. Boom. Oh, snap. I can do it. It's the same. The same. The gist is the same. Figure out how to handle two processes at once without thinking. That's right. No one's dying. We won't let them. Once you've got that down, throw in another thing. In just 1 week, you boys, all your hopes. Yo, get out of here. Are you serious? He was the one of the other quirks. I can't remember what it's called. Black Whip, I guess. That's what it looks like. I guess he calls it Black Whip. I don't know. I should know, but I don't. He stopped all the cars in the air, bruh. That's wild. All your hopes won't come true. And then Shoto got him. Wow. That was clean. All right. Wow. All right, 251N. That was cool. I really like how just like that didn't take too long. Okay. Anyone hurt? No, get off of me. Hot. Stinks like an old man. Wow. Where's the white line, chump? No, wrong. Not you. Not right. Captured. I thought I was a goner. Not hurt, I hope. Nope. Thanks for the save. That was you, right? Okay. Sorry, I just had to refresh because the screen. Chapter like went small. Not hurt, I hope. Nope. Thanks for the save. That was you, right? How about the unnamed nobody, stupid Deku? Not sure who you mean by that, but the fine citizens in the cars are all safe. This is a total win for us. Great. Now shout out. Why? How'd it go again, number one? Our big assignments for this winter? Something about beating a villain faster than you just once? Ah, yeah, great work there. Huh? When I stumbled, you stepped in quick to pick up the slack. Heaping on the praise just like that? You're supposed to be pissed off about it. Kachan, come on, he's a teacher. Like, this is the thing. If you're a teacher and you're like annoyed that your students are learning and growing, what are you doing? Why are you in the classroom? You know? Get off. Natsuo. I'm sorry. In that moment, I couldn't help but think about how if I saved you, then going forward, you might feel like you couldn't stand up to me. Huh? Natsuo, believe it or not, I was never trying to neglect any of you. But all I could do was blame others and dodge responsibility. With Toya, too. I might as well have killed him myself. Damn. Didn't neglect us? So what? Toya has always told me everything. It'll be a cold day in hell before I forgive you. Because I'm not as caring as Shoto. Even so, you keep showing up for Fuyumi, right? And for your mom's sake? Your sister loves the idea of being a big happy family because that's exactly what I ruined. She wants that back, so she's so eager to fix everything. And that's why you're trying it all, because you care about how she feels, right? Because you are caring. So, you're getting yourself ready to be able to forgive him because you're so caring. Oh, Lord. You don't have to forgive me. That ain't for you to say, sir. It's really, come on, sir. Ain't nobody need to hear that from you. We don't need to hear you don't have to forgive me. For what? All right? Like, if you've been like, then you just, no. I mean, I can understand if folks were like, if people were like, oh, you would need, like, you know, it helps some folks to hear from their abusers that, to hear that from their abusers. I'm not sure if that's a thing. I don't know. I need to, like, look into that more, right? Like, I need to look into that more. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but I don't know. Like, to me, like, it comes off kind of like, you didn't really need to tell him that. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, sir, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm not looking for forgiveness, just atonement. Wow, you got a real way with words all of a sudden. Sip tea. I know how happy it makes sis having us all together. But when I see your face, those memories come rushing back. Why do I gotta be the one to come around? Atonement? How are you gonna make that happen? I have an idea, actually. I have an idea? Arrgh. Whoa. Stop that endeavor. You can't go all soft on me now. Where's the ferocious, arrogant fire? The dazzling light? You were supposed to be my hope, so cut it out. Hope, gone. All wrong. Stop. Woo, woo, woo. The police. Whew. So this guy's quirk lets him control white road paint. Ah, okay, that's what was going on. Okay, and he shot himself up with a booster to power it up. Those drugs are mostly off the street nowadays, but we still got some floating around. I gotta read Vigilantes. You be more careful, okay? This is the second time someone's come after you in just a few days. Still plenty of darkness out there. But the light's not going anywhere either. Thanks. What's your hero name again? Huh? It's just Bakugo, right? Nah. Oh, you picked the name? Tell me. You're the last one I'm telling, so buzz off and die. Could you tell me then? You go die too. There's someone else I gotta tell first. Probably All Might. Or Kirishima. Hawks, you've got a good pair of eyes on you. After that, Endeavor brought us back to school, and a few days later, Todoroki told us what had happened back at his house. Attacked? Is everyone okay? Shoto and the boys saved me. Fuyumi, I've already talked about this with Shoto and Natsuo. You've been doing your best to create a safe and sound household for your mother to come home to. I've let you shoulder all of that, and I stood by while you worked hard. But it's all okay now. It's always the same dream. My whole family's there, but not me. Because I'm building a new house for you all, one that makes sense for your commutes, and one where you can give your mother a warm welcome back. What about you, Dad? If I really care about how they feel, I'll remain here. Ah. Very interesting chapter, 252. All right. Yo, Yak, what's good? That was an interesting chapter. I definitely have some thoughts. About what's going on. I don't know if I should say them now, just because it's 7:50. I gotta see if stream's gonna start up yet. I don't think stream's starting up yet, so I can say a few things now. For me, look, this is how, like, for me, y'all already know how I feel about Endeavor. You already know how I feel about Endeavor, right? Like, I am not a fan of Endeavor. I don't think I ever will be. This is just me. I personally, like, I'm not gonna go around, like, and be like, that person's scum because, you know, they stand Endeavor. I don't really get it. You know what I mean? I can't empathize in that way. You know, I'm like, I see like logically, I get how that's working, how someone like would be like a fan of Endeavor and all that. I get that logically, but like emotionally, I can't connect to that. I can't. But I'm not gonna like call somebody like oh, that person's trash because, you know, they like this, they like the character of Endeavor, you know, that one thing. I'm not gonna do that. You know, what I will say is that I think there are multiple sort of perspectives to take in terms of what's going on. Not in the sense of like, oh, Endeavor's such a great person, da 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 da. You know what I mean? As a like hero in that persona, right? That persona has put in a lot of work and done a lot of great things. For me, I have a really hard time separating his heroism from his identity as a hero from his identity as a father, because I don't think those two things should be separated. I think those two things inform one another. You know what I mean? I think it's a little disingenuous when folks sort of be like, "Oh, this is what Endeavor does as a hero. This is what Endeavor does. This is what Endeavor does as a father." It's like, I don't like that. It's way too binary for me, for my taste. You know what I mean? It's like there have been too much done in literary discourse for folks to still be like, well, here's Endeavor as a hero. Here's Endeavor as a father. It's like, nah, stop. Like that's like it's not like you gotta push further. Like those two things inform the other. One thing informs the other. As opposed to like a binary sort of like analysis of Endeavor as a character. Like at the very least, you can move into sort of like a dichotomous sort of like analysis of that character. So rather than just being like, okay, here's what's going on over here and here's what's going on over here, and we have to look at those two things separately in that sense. It's more like here are two particular sides to this character, and let's see how one informs the other and how they do that. Right? We gotta push further than that. So that's why for me, whenever folks are like, oh, but what about his work as a hero? I'm like, yeah, but like the way that folks see Endeavor as a hero, it depends on who's looking at him. Right? So if you're talking about his family, they know he's a hero. All the work that he does as a hero, all that sort of stuff, all that stuff is gonna be informed by his actions as a father, as like all of his other actions, right? They're not gonna just like most like they can't separate those things. Sometimes some people can do that, can try to sort of do that work, right? Like Shoto's actively trying to like do that and say like, okay, as a hero you're good, and as a right, as like as a hero we're good, and you're good, and as a father you're like garbage, right? It's like not like it's like he's trying, but he's doing that because like that's the only way that he can sort of be like that he can sort of maintain that that he can sort of in a lot of ways kind of work with Endeavor, right? He has to compartmentalize in that way because if he can't, right, then he won't even be able to really be around him like that. He won't be able to learn what he needs to learn. So so to me in a lot of ways I think Shoto's sort of doing that. Not only because I think he's just he's a nice person and he wants to acknowledge good deeds, but also I think because he has to compartmentalize those things, right? He has to be like, oh well, yeah, you're a good hero, and I think I can learn from you and do all those things. But like whenever Shoto's like, oh, but you're a trash father, all that stuff comes out and it legitimately stalls all of the progress that he could have, right? If he didn't compartmentalize. So I think that there's a lot that's sort of going on here that I think is not complicated, but is nuanced, right? So yeah, that's what I would say about that. And that's not to say that I'm like right or anything like that. That's kind of how like I feel about it, and I think about it. That's sort of like my opinion on it. And when it comes to sort of like all the stuff in terms of the family and how they all respond, I think Fuyumi is a realistic character, right? Like there are ways in which family members who are dealing with the same abuse from one particular point, right, from one particular person, right, respond to that. And right, not only during but after the fact. So it makes sense that like all three of them have like different sort of perspectives and reactions and right, like right, in terms of how they're going to respond to their father, to Endeavor. So I get that. I think to me I get that. I think the thing for me is I feel like Deku, like sort of to have Deku sort of talk about, I think you're ready to forgive him. To me, it's like, I have to think about what is sort of Horikoshi trying to do there. I'm not sure, and I would like to talk with folks and sort of see how they feel about that because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if if Horikoshi sort of is. I don't think Deku's like a speaker box for Horikoshi, like a speaker box, like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a voice for Horikoshi or anything like that. Like in the sense that like Horikoshi believes that's what like Shoto is thinking or anything like that. But what I will say is that I think it's a little odd for sort of Deku to be just like because Deku's like a smart dude and he thinks a lot and all that sort of stuff. But I also think that Deku is not necessarily like the best person to talk about this stuff with. You know what I mean? Like Deku's not like necessarily used to all of this and sort of in that sort of sense. And well, I mean he is, but not in the same way, right? He's not used to like abuse in that sense, in the sense of like familial abuse and how that sort of functions and all of that. I don't think, but so when Deku sort of says, "Oh, I think you're beginning to sort of be ready to forgive him," it's like I need to know more. Like I need to know more about like what is Deku. How does Deku feel about like what forgiveness is? How is Deku sort of seeing that? How is he sort of defining forgiveness? Not only for for like generally, but like for Shoto in particular. How's he doing that? I don't know. And I think when we sort of hear Deku sort of say that, we have to sort of take it as like Deku ain't like yeah, he's intelligent, but he's not like the guy I'm coming to for oh man, Deku, what's forgiveness, yo? I need to like, I'm not coming to Deku to like define forgiveness for me or anything like that. So I just take Deku's comment with like a grain of salt. That's kind of how I'm taking it. because I have to take more time to think about it. But it's interesting. It's interesting. I think the word that Endeavor used was very, very interesting. And I think Horikoshi I think Horikoshi is aware of the discourse that's going on in terms of how he's dealing with the Todoroki family. I think he's very aware of that. Very aware of that. I just finished. So I'm just talking about how I feel about certain things. I think Horikoshi is very aware of that. I think if a mangaka, like if a famous mangaka says that they're not aware of how their mangas are being talked about, they're lying. I believe they're lying. Straight up. Oda's not aware of how people talk about his manga? Please. Horikoshi's not aware of how people are talking about his manga? Stop it. Okay? So, to me, it's like the way that specific wording that he used, right? Through Endeavor to talk about the difference between forgiveness and atonement. That was very, very particular. If it was up to me, I think he should have done that way earlier. That's how I feel about it. He should have done that. Like, Horikoshi should have done that way earlier. Because I think folks were, like, a decent number of folks had issue with that in particular. They had issues with, well, what do you mean? You know what I mean? Like, you talking about forgiveness? Endeavor don't have to be forgiven. You do not have to forgive folks. You really do not. You know, you like generally, you know, if you want to, if you feel like on a personal sort of level, on a individual level, that's something that is necessary for your growth and for your happiness and all those things, that's fine. No, but like I can't tell you, don't forget that. I can't tell you that. That's up to you. That's up to the abused. To me, that's how I feel about it. Now. But Horikoshi should have done that way earlier. And I think when we think about atonement, we also need to be really, really clear about what we're talking about when we're talking about atonement. Are we talking about atonement in a sort of very sort of general sense? In a sort of, to me, when I think about atonement, I think about a sort of connection to the idea of like restorative justice, right? That's how I see it. If you're trying to atone and you ain't doing no type of restorative justice type work, I don't know what you doing, right? And then there's the atonement that folks sort of, you know, attach to a very like biblical Judeo-Christian sort of idea of atonement, which to me is very different. To me, it's very different because I think in a lot of ways, in that sort of Judeo sort of Christian kind of sense, atonement very much so is sort of like working towards like a legitimate different kind of like repairing of things, right? When we think about atonement and we think about reparations outside of that Judeo-Christian sort of sense, it's not about reparations in terms of like repairing the person's like psyche or anything like that or anything like that. It's more like what does that particular person need to just to really work to move on and to get better, right? No, like restorative justice is not about like just saying, okay, I'm gonna do this, or reparations, right? Reparations is not like, oh, okay, if we get paid, like it's the same with like black folks, right? If we get paid reparations, we're not like, okay, everything's good, we got reparations. That's not how that works. You know what I mean? So it's very different. It's very different. When we think about it in a sort of more biblical sense and a Judeo-Christian sort of sense, it's that sort of kind of like the goal, I think, in a lot of ways. Outside of that, that's not it. So I think for me, I'm very invested in seeing where Horikoshi's taking this. That's sort of how I feel about it. Because like to me, I'm like, and this is why I want to have conversations with folks, because I always want to sort of have an idea of like where are folks coming from when they're talking about atonement. Where are folks coming from when they're talking about forgiveness? Where are folks coming from when they're talking about this abuser abuse dynamic? Like and the different contexts, right? When it comes to those dynamics, that's the kind of stuff that we have to talk about. We got to talk about all those things, because if we don't, then we're gonna get into these very basic kind of like simple sort of conversations that don't really go anywhere. And I'm really working hard to not do that, if I can help it. You know what I mean? That's not to say that you know what I mean. Like I'm trying really hard not to do that. I'm trying to be better about, like, you know, being more specific about certain things, about, you know, like when I say things and when I have particular opinions and that sort of thing. Yeah, yeah. You know, and I think again, Horikoshi was very aware. He's very aware of the discourse that was going that surrounded his handling of this situation, of this familial situation. So that's why he's like, here's some words. Here's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Because he had to make it very clear, because I think he realized folks were kind of confused. All right. All right. So I finished. Okay. I'm gonna join Naya's stream. I gotta get a link to that. All right. And I'm gonna get out of here because it's 8:05. All right. So thank y'all for coming through. That's all I'm gonna say about it now. There are other things that I wanted to talk about in terms of the chapter, but I'll talk about that in Naya's stream. Shouts out to Naya for starting the stream. I'm gonna go join him now. Come through. I'll probably tweet it out. All right. And then I'm gonna join. After that, I'm gonna hop out and I'm gonna do the My Hero podcast, because that's gonna be dope too. It should be an interesting conversation. It should be a very interesting conversation, there as well. All right. Thank y'all for coming through. All right. I gotta get out of here. All right. Shouts out to Shadi for coming through. Shouts out to Yak for coming through. Shouts out to John Boy for coming through. Shouts out to Don Quixote G Joker for coming through. And big shout out to my guy Trent Money for coming through. Congrats on 1,000 subscribers. All right, he got the community tab now. I'm a little jelly. Just a little bit. Okay, but that is dope. That is dope. He's worked extremely hard for that. All right, just a lot of diverse content. Follow your guy Trent Money. All right, follow Naya. Follow the My Hero podcast. My Hero podcast link is for the podcast itself is in the description box below. And their Twitter is also in the description box below. But if you want to follow Trent Money, just like put in Trent Money in Twitter and YouTube, search for that. His channel will pop up. If you want to search for Naya, his channel will pop up. And there we go. All right. Thank y'all for coming through. Naya's doing a My Hero stream. So, which is like, whoa, Naya, My Hero stream. Okay. All right. So that should be interesting. We should probably have a lot of Mirio discourse. That should be interesting. All right, let me get out of here. All right, I gotta do a stream. All right, thank y'all for coming through, y'all, because I had a lot on my chest I wanted to say about this, and I wanted to catch up because I was missing so much, and I saw how some folks were kind of talking about this stuff, and I just wanted to see what was being said in the chapters and how I might feel about it. All right, so here you're gonna hear more about how I feel about it in Naya's stream and in the My Hero podcast episode. So thank y'all for coming through. Let me get out of here. You know, look out for a My Hero reaction on Sunday. Look out for Haikyuu reaction on Sunday. Look out for a I mean, Haikyuu I'm gonna react to during the week, but like when it comes out on Sunday, look out for those. All right, look out for those weekly Shonen Jump reactions. All right, I'm the Black Manga Critic. Thank y'all for coming through to my live reaction / initial thoughts to My Hero Academia chapters 248 to 252. We're all caught up. Let's get it. And I gotta get out of here. All right, I got things to do. I'm the Black Manga Critic.